This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
And a new season.
24/7 Buff Fandemonium isn't just a page.
It's a family.
Positive Buffalo football fans
who embrace the character and fight of this team.
We strive to embody this passion
and present a fan-first perspective
without all the fluff. Enter the K-Gun Report.
Season 2.
The first season was exciting for 24/7 Buff Fandemonium.
Talking football, connecting with fans, and having quality conversation.
This season we're stepping it up, and we want you all to come be a part of the conversation.
On March 9th, 2021,
the K-Gun Report
is back.
Let's go, Buffalo!
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now. This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 24/7 Buff Fandemonium presents the K-Gun Report Season 2, Episode 30. I'm Jarrod. Joining me tonight, we have Swank.
Yo!
Scooter.
Gonna try something new.
Hey!
You backed away from the mic.
Did
So
your
proud of
neighbors
you.
hear you?
My neighbors heard me, but they hear me every Sunday too. So.
Quiet down!
Welcome to the show. Our Buffalo Bills get off a great win against the Washington football team, 43-21. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit. But first, I want to throw out there, tonight we are giving away, if you tagged 3 people in the post these last couple days, you've been put on the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny to win tickets to the Bills versus Houston Texans game this Sunday. And we'll spin that wheel later on tonight. So you guys are stuck watching it with us, or watching us. I just want to also say, to cover everybody's butt who tagged 3 people, just because you were tagged by one of your friends doesn't mean they're inviting you.
Yo, but that's a good argument, man. I would make that argument when you're like, yo, you won 3 tickets? Absolutely. And big up to Mr. Jake Cornball for providing those tickets.
Yes,
huh?
thank you, Jacob Cornball.
Yeah, Jake.
Thanks,
All right,
Jake.
Also tonight,
Swank, did you want to give away a PBR too with those tickets? Is that why you held that up there like that?
I held that up because my boy Brent Thomason's in, and he said, start cracking. I already had cracked before we went live, so I wanted to show him we had it. He said he saw that.
Saw that, Swank, yep.
Yeah, we got all the regulars here. We got Mike Voigt. He said something really funny, actually. We got Joshua Williams, Jeff Consoli. We got Maria Momford, Josh Cook, our boy from the Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
The Buffalo Spartan, of course.
This is Sparta!
Every time. We got Joey Hatch Jr. Mike Voigt said the thing that got me earlier was when the guys running the show are late to their own party. So I think that was because we were going... No, because everybody was in the comments already, and then me and Scott were like, hey, guys, what's up?
whose house is this? Whose house is this? Hey, everybody's leaving a comment tonight. We have quite the following already. If you leave a comment tonight we have a giveaway as well.
Oh, yeah.
If you leave a comment during the live feed, we're going to give away one of our beautiful... I'm not wearing it. Swank's not wearing it. Scott's not wearing it. But Swank does have an image over there.
It's like this.
It's
Only
like
that.
But the red one.
Yeah.
It's like this, but that, and
Yeah.
a this, and a...
If it's like
Got
this,
it.
it's like that. So
You can
yes,
get
if
with
you leave
this, or you can get with that.
with that.
So if you leave a comment tonight, you will be in the running for that, and we'll do the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny later on, and then we'll let you know who the winner of the shirt is tomorrow. But tonight we'll let everyone know who the winner is for the tickets. Also, we have 3 wonderful. Look at that, Scott. Show your hand. Show your hand. Show your hand. Personal message us these. These are free. If you want them, let us know.
Move them up closer. Let the people see it. Let the people
Get 'em
see my
upset.
hard work. Look at it. See, that's my firstborn. That's Mr. Black 24/7. That's the Big Boot Babyface Bass. That's one of my favorites. And then
Notice the logo's right in the A-hole.
right in the
there.
A-hole logo. Yeah, we're definitely doing shirts of that, by the way. And then that new red-ish. I love that one.
Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy.
All right. Is there anything else before we get started? Anybody else got anything? I'm
Man,
excited
we
to give
kicked
these
their
tickets
butts.
away.
Yeah. Let's talk about this game.
All right. As we always start, Fandemonium, we're going to do the ugly, bad, and the good. The Buffalo Bills hosted the Washington football team at 1 o'clock this past Sunday, my favorite time to watch the game. They beat up on them 43-21 to improve to a record of 2-1. We started 0-1. We were kind of scared, but we told everybody just to hang in there. We're hanging in there.
Hang in there, guys.
Scott, I'm going to let you lead the way. Let's go with the ugly and bad first. Go.
The Washington football team. Next.
Hey, but
I got nothing. Defense played
nothing
stellar.
bad. Oh, okay.
They gave up that 80. That was a perfect screenplay called by the Washington football team on that blitz, and it went for 80 yards.
Point of order. Was that a called screenplay, or was that something that broke down?
I want to say I saw a slip screen.
I mean, the guy was definitely there waiting. When I was watching it and he was running around back there, I thought it went on just a little bit too long for it to be designed, and I thought it was like a dump off. But
it very well could have. But the fact that he dumped it off on that kind of a blitz was perfect.
yeah, no, it was.
went for 80 yards, and then that holy shit, that kick, that bounced backwards right into the freaking kicker, bounced off the guy into the kicker's hands. That doesn't happen twice. You won't ever see that happen again this year.
No.
So there's 14 points.
How many people
Other
were
than
yelling?
that-
How many people
other-
were yelling fair catch?
I think he put his arm up for a fair catch, maybe? I don't know.
Fair catch.
Catch
I
that
know.
damn thing. But, I mean, that was the only ugly. 2 freak plays
Yeah.
that led to 14 points. That was the only ugly. Josh Allen played stellar. Dable called a hell of a game. Condolences to his family. He lost his grandmother this past week. Of course, we didn't know until after the game, and Josh Allen told us about it. Defense played stellar. Everybody played lights out, and like I said, the only bad for me was that crazy kickoff and then that blitz that, I mean, Heineke was able to dump it off to the running back. Regardless of what was screening it. So those are my only 2 bad. And others.
Nice. I'll agree. The only other thing I had to say about that kickoff thing was a lot of people were dogging Isaiah, and I was also yelling at my TV, as you can imagine. But the win there was crazy, and so I thought there was some trickery going on with Mr. X-Bill Dustin Hopkins. But I think what really happened was maybe when it got up in there, the wind took it, and Isaiah thought it was a different depth than it was. And that's what I want to believe. And for the rest of the game, he didn't have any problems. So, take it for what it is. I agree, though. Those 2 plays, and it's 7 to 43. So,
Well, yeah. Who knows what the offense would have done if they got the ball?
yeah, and I think it's like garbage time. You know what I mean? You can give them 1 garbage time touchdown. Like that last one didn't bother me at all. I didn't care. But, yeah. Did you see anything else, Jarrod?
About the game, no, I just want to point out something. We have some new people here today. Jessica Gibb, welcome. It's when you got the family that comes in every week to watch us and conversate, you recognize when new people are showing up. So
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to you. Welcome to the
What's
party.
up, Jessica? Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Ellen.
Jessica.
She must know Ellen Lartz or Ellen, my wife. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Ellen Lartz said that she got her shirt and she just love it. I'm going to say freaking love it, probably. Maybe the real F word. I don't know. I don't know.
If you guys haven't seen it, that red one is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the right colors, and of course, it's got our logo on it. I'm a bit biased, but when you wear it and it shines, that red shine and the gloss of the Swank did a good job. Swank.
Thanks, buddy.
So the bad and ugly. Besides what you guys mentioned, I didn't really see anything else. There was something that a lot of people have been talking about the last couple days, and that is the fact that I think how many times did Allen throw the ball? Over 40, right? 43 or 48, something like that.
43 attempts.
Okay. They were dogging the line for some reason. How there was a lot of pressures, and that's one thing I want to get to. Is that's the bad and the ugly for me is people don't know that. You got to know your quarterback. The ball knows his quarterback. He knows that he scrambles. The line knows that he scrambles. Those pressures didn't mean squat. So if you're going to dog the line for letting people go by and pushing them by,
I'm so glad
Fine.
it happened. I'm
0
so glad it
sacks.
happened. 0
Yeah.
sacks. That is the kind of Josh Allen that you want to see. Somebody who moves the pocket a little bit, extensively. You got every facet of everything that everybody dogged Josh about for the first 2 games. In this game, he had plays where he got it out in what felt like under 2 seconds. Which can we time out really fast? Can we never have another football game on Fox ever again? The camera guys are horrible. Like, I'm glad they gave us a better announcing crew this week.
The Steelers
but-
took 2 of those games last week and this week, so I don't think they're going to be airing the Steelers anymore.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man.
no,
Dude,
Diggs had a catch that no one saw because the cameraman was so far behind.
Yeah, there was a couple plays like that where, like, what's going on? Gotta wait for the replay to see my boy catch. Oh, he was only the best wide receiver in the league last year. Don't worry about it, dude. But, like, that also was like, man, it felt like it was, at 2.2, seconds. Like, he fired a couple of those right out of there, right in stride, right in their gut. And so there was that. There was nice pocket protection, deep ball. Josh Allen, who was super accurate. There was move the pocket Josh Allen, who came up with some crazy throws. There was put it where only the receiver can catch the ball Josh Allen, Dawson Knox touchdown. I mean, there's a million examples from this game where you're like, there he is. What was everybody
He's
worried
back.
about? Yeah. And
Back.
that's arguably what top I mean, they haven't shown it this year, but the names on that defensive line are insane. So he did it while they were trying to get pressure, and they didn't. So
Montez Sweat.
Chase Young.
Mm-hmm. Right? And Jarrod Payne. Those guys aren't defensive linemen that you should, they were good last year, and they're really good this year, and no sacks. And people that are dogging the line, you got to know who you're going against, right? I mean, Darrell Williams, people would say he got beat a bunch of times during the game. No, if Chase Young's momentum is going to take him around, there's a reason why they call it a pocket. If someone is willing to go around the outside of the pocket, you're going to invite them and push them along the way. And that's exactly what Darrell Williams did. That's exactly what he did. Yeah. He took Chase Young's momentum and took him out of the play. And it's not Josh's blind side. So Josh, you saw on a bunch of occasions, step up in the pocket, like a quarterback's told to do, let the pressure go around him, and when that defensive end's not there, that whole side of the field's now open, and that's why you're able to see Josh scramble to the right a little bit and connect like he did the whole game. That's good blocking. That's not Josh making a play. That's Josh stepping up in the pocket like he's trained to, and that's the tackles taking the momentum of those defensive ends to where they're willing to go, and that's creating good offense.
Absolutely. I don't know. The whole offense just looked so much more on point, firing on all cylinders. The run game was good. There's a couple little questionable, like that 4th down play, like if you want to nitpick. But you're not going to hit home runs on every single play, every single series. Like, I don't know. I think there was a couple things, like if you want to, like I said, get real nitpicky, I don't want to see Zach Moss do jump cuts. Like, I just want to see him go straight forward. And there was a couple times where I felt like he was trying to juke a guy, and it's like slow motion, and it didn't work, And I'm not saying don't put your move on a guy, but like, damn, man, you're a big guy.
No one wants to tackle you.
Yeah, use your momentum, put your shoulder down, get that extra yard.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep.
But man, what a breath of fresh air, man.
So keep going. We're doing the good now. Fandemonium, let us know what you thought the good of the game was.
I mean, that's the offense, the defense. How about our two safeties who are amazing and kind of like the unsung heroes of this defense, both getting a pick?
Didn't I mention last week how they're just sitting back there comfortable, really not having to step up yet?
Yeah.
Damn, what do? They both get a pick.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. Awesome to see that sideline go ballistic when they both did that. How about the peanut punch by Trey? Yep. Trey Day, like, amazing. Matt Milano continues to have a ridiculous Pro Bowl season 3 weeks into the season. Taron Johnson continues to be the guy that nobody's talking about probably outside of Buffalo, but everybody in Buffalo notices. It's just this is what we wanted. We wanted that 2019 defense with that 2020 offense, and that's exactly what you got on Sunday. If you want to get, again, nitpicky, pass rush, but Heineke's he's elusive, man. Yeah, we were saying it last week. There's not a whole lot to be like, he's a third string, whatever. Like, the dude is like legitimate. Like, I think he's a decent quarterback. I think that he can make a run for being in Washington and being there full time. So, I don't want to hear a bunch of crap about that. Nobody was talking that junk when he gave Tom Brady a run for his money last year in the playoffs, right? So I think, I'd love to have seen him get put on his ass a couple times, but he was running for his life a lot during that, and I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot I could have been more happy about. Yes.
For the last 8 weeks, we've been hearing somebody that follows us every show saying that he's seeing Ertz here, seeing Ertz there. Right now, Brent Thompson.
I saw that.
Ertz who?
Ertz who?
Balling.
That's right.
Welcome, Brent, to the club.
I want to touch on Jeff Consoli. Sanders is everything we could have hoped for, and Buffalo Spartans, Sanders and Allen connection. We knew without the preseason, they came in the last game, threw the ball a couple times to each other, but they didn't do that deep seam, that quick little skinny post, any of that stuff during the preseason. So we knew it'd take a couple games to develop. Jarrod, you always say sometimes it takes 3 to 4 games. It's like an extended preseason for teams to figure each other, for players to figure each other out. I think we found Sanders. I think Allen and Sanders is finally connecting the way that we were all hoping they would, in reflection of what John Brown provided for Josh Allen. So I think it's a better connection. That was a pretty ball, a touch pass that he laid out to Emmanuel Sanders, and Sanders had 2 touchdown catches. So the connection is there.
Which were both beautiful.
Both beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think that's another. It's putting defenses on check now because they are connecting. We know Diggs and Allen are already connecting. Knox is. It's going to be tough now because they're running on all cylinders in week 3, and that's exciting.
Look at if you want to say something about. This isn't the bad, but just like the disheartened. Gabe Davis out there this week had a gnarly catch right off the bat, and then you didn't hear from him for the rest of the game, really, right? So I'm hoping that means that he's starting to get better, but they're just easing him back in and whatever. And maybe this week, when the 3 of us are at the Houston Texans Buffalo Bills game, we'll see Gabe Davis catch 2 touchdowns or something. Wouldn't that be something cool? That's not my bold prediction. No, what I'm doing, if you weren't with us last week, let me give you a little information. Jarrod's new nickname is Jerry One Up. So I'm going to feed a bunch of misinformation, bold predictions, and I'm going to see if Jarrod one-ups me and says, well, I think Gabe's going to score 3 touchdowns.
Well, here we go. While we're talking about it, so I had 37-10. Swank had 32-13. Scott 31-10. All great predictions. We kind of blew them out like we all knew they would, but my score was the closest. The prediction is Allen.
Dick.
Swank started with Allen with 300 yards with 3 TDs. I went up them with Allen 300 yards with 4 TDs.
Yeah.
So he actually got 5. So it went up.
It's still a 1-up no matter what.
1-up.
Yeah. But Scott had 3 TDs from our running backs. You were close. Wait, do we have 1 catch? Did Moss score a touchdown?
We weren't close. Well, Moss only had 1.
Moss had 1. That was it. Yeah.
I was thinking last week.
Yeah, was it what? Moss, 2 to Sanders. Josh ran 1 in, and then
who else caught that one?
Knox.
Knox. Can we talk about him really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dawson Knox, catch percentage. What did we say at the beginning of the year? What's going to be a successful season for Dawson Knox?
Successful season for Dawson Knox wasn't, it was catch percentage.
Catch percentage.
Because we know he catches the hard ones and he drops the easy ones. So, percentage.
He did well. Yeah, I think he caught 4 out of 5. And that 5th one that was thrown was a bad ball. It was behind him. He's catching everything. I think I made a comment throughout the game after he caught that touchdown that I was happy that he went and got his eye reflex therapy done this year.
Yeah.
Because he's 3 games, he's doing really well.
He's doing some things.
Our boy Chancey's over on YouTube's, and he says, Knox TD catch, oh my God, that guy is really coming around so far. And I agree, man. I agree. We got a couple people over there on the live stream. I think Uncle James over there hanging out. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
We got it. We got it going on, man.
All right, I want to read.
You guys know what? The quiet thing that happened this game that Leslie Frazier isn't getting a lot of credit for is look at the shutout that should have happened. Obviously, we mentioned those 2 touchdowns earlier. How'd they happen?
Mm-hmm.
He only brought 4. He went completely away from the game plan he had last week to create pressure on Tua and Brissett. And everyone thought he'd be doing the same thing against Heineke.
Yep.
And he didn't.
No.
And I was screaming at the TV. I was screaming at the TV saying, "Why aren't you blitzing? Why aren't you blitzing?"
Instead of put pressure on him, Frazier's showing offenses that hey, sometimes we're going to make you have to make a play, and we're going to bring our 4, and then we got 7 people back there. You got to try to find that gap in the zone, or you got to try to find that mismatch. And as a young quarterback, either you're getting pressured and you're panicked, or you can't find anybody and you're panicked. And it's a chess game. And I thought he did it well. We only had 1 sack. But
Star Latulier
got it. And but they were only bringing 4. They were making Heineke make a decision, and he couldn't. Heineke.
Well, so and they were playing games like that with him, and he threw for 300 yards the week before, right? I mean that's a testament to Frazier being like, you're not going to throw against our secondary, and they proved that, right? I'd like to draw a little parallel to like last week when I was dogging Dable for getting too cute, right? The last 2 weeks, and like trying to show things on tape that like whatever, if that's really what he was doing. And he called a hell of a game this last week, last 2 weeks, whatever. Well, last week because the week before, not really. Anyway, how about Frazier, dude? He didn't put anything on tape.
Nope.
He said, "I'm not going to give you any blitz looks." I think that's gangster as hell, man.
Did you guys notice something
you're not going to get any
about that
blitz
line?
looks. What's
That 4-line pressure. Did you see Heineke go up the middle at all? No. All his runaways were outside of the pocket. So you got to pick a side, right? And then that's closing down half the field, a third of the field. So yeah, that was Swank nailed it right on the head. He didn't show anything.
No, I love it.
Didn't show anything. I'm gonna read some of these goods that we have out here really quick. If you
Got
guys
some
have any,
goods?
throw them out there too.
Jared, real quick, some people are asking, has the drawing done yet? We are doing the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for those 3 Buffalo Bills Houston Texans game at the end of the show. So tune in and watch.
Hang out.
Hell yeah.
Hang out.
All right. So
Oh, also, don't forget to throw your comment down because you're getting one of them red Buffalo Bill. No, I'm sorry, not Buffalo Bills. 24/7 Buff Fandemonium shirts.
John
Not on
Johns.
the rights to the Buffalo Bills.
John Johns. Micah with the pick. That's a good. Yep. Same as everything. I'm going way back, guys. So if you got anything in there that you want to throw out that everyone has for the good, throw it out there quick.
We got the whole Thomason extended family here
See
again.
that?
I'd really like to see them like take a family trip somewhere, and then just all comment from one. We'll just give them a Zoom camera and hang out. If you guys haven't seen the Rager video, it's up on YouTube from when we did the Rochester regular season Rager before the season started. And Brent called in, and it was the funniest thing in the whole entire world. It was awesome to talk to him.
Great.
So,
Great.
and he's a long time one of the originals from the live stream of the podcast.
Long time listener.
Yeah, and he's all of his family's here. I'm pretty sure they're going to celebrate their birthdays here from now on.
Jeff Consoli, right? This is one of the good ones that we haven't talked about yet. How about Beasley doing what he does best? All parts of the passing game was on point. Yeah, he's been just that safety net for Allen once again. Yeah, I mean, he had, 11 catches?
We got
Yeah,
Uncle
11
James. Oh, sorry.
11 catches,
I'm sorry.
98 yards. 11 catches, 98 yards.
That's what he's there for.
We got Uncle
Well-
James saying that Heineke just looked defeated. And I'd agree with that towards the end. It was just like over. And I think they all knew, like, without those fluke plays. Because that's what I love about this team so much. Even with that, you're still up by a touchdown. This coaching staff doesn't take a knee into halftime. They don't quit. They stop them, get the ball back, and kick another field goal. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. Put the gas on, man. You're in the NFL. This isn't let's just get through with our hats on our heads and go talk about it. It's go score points, man. Like, this is absolutely it's not even aggressive to me. That's like smart. Get what you can get when you can get it. That's all this game is, right? So, I don't know. I love it.
There was a very successful team in the early 2000s that would do that, in the same division as us.
The
That
Miami
would get
Dolphins?
Points. Yeah, that would get points when they needed to, right? You hate to compare, but success there's a reason why there's teams successful.
I think it's a beautiful
Patriots did it all the
comparison.
time.
I've said it forever, man. I think McDermott is a more likable Belichick. He says the same kind of things that Belichick does, only he says them with a smile on his face and respectfully. And I can get behind it. I always respected that whole, and maybe it's like the punk rock in me or whatever, like that punk rock kid, like, meh. But like Belichick doesn't give anybody anything, and he doesn't care. He's just like, man, no, we didn't play. We didn't score enough points, whatever. And like McDermott says it. McDermott says it, but he says it more like, oh no, Chris Brown, yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and we just didn't do what we need to do, but we gotta stay on task and trust the process and blah, all that stuff. And it's really the same thing. It's just you're like, oh yeah, trust the process.
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense.
Big shout out, guys. Johns, not Bills related, but a big shout out to my wonderful wife, Lisa. 33 years of wedded bliss this Friday, October 1st. Happy anniversary, guys. Congratulations.
Happy anniversary. I think Lisa actually got to meet
Nice.
a couple Bills people this week, too. I think Deion Dawkins was in. I think she met him. And then there was Russo, maybe? Russo.
Sweet.
Lucky.
Lucky.
All right, guys. You guys want to move on from this game and go on to week 4?
Let's move on, bro.
All right. Again, the Bills beat the Washington football team 43-21, improving our record to 2-1. This coming up Sunday, 1 o'clock. Again, my favorite time to watch the game. And Scooter, Swank, and I will be at the game. The Bills are hosting the Houston Texans. It's going to be loud. It's going to be awesome. Best time to watch football. Swank, what's your thoughts? Fandemonium, what's your thoughts about this coming up game on Sunday?
Well, my thoughts about this game coming up. Number one, I'm kind of bummed out that we didn't get and the only reason I'm bummed out, I guess, is because it's that, like, nostalgia thing. But I thought it would be cool to play Fitzy and Tyrod back-to-back. I think both those dudes would get, like, pretty warm receptions. I know that there was, like, some mixed feelings about Tyrod and blah, blah. It just sucks that they both, like, like Fitzy week 1 and then Tyrod week 1 and then that's it, right? Like, and now you're not, I don't know. They're probably both done, right? Like, pretty close to done, if not done. So that's a bummer. But I think the thing that worries me the most in this game, and it's not a lot, but I actually think it's Andre Roberts. I think that he might have a little bit of a vendetta. I think he probably thought that, a little chip on his shoulder. I thought he probably thought that he was going to end his career in Buffalo. And I kind of miss him a little bit. I think Isaiah's been doing it.
2 weeks in a row, I've seen a lot of sites comparing Isaiah McKenzie with him. So he sees it, obviously. So, yeah. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good player for us. He's one of those players that he's a likable guy, like Fitzy. So.
I can't stand when they compare those numbers. I really can't, because they're comparing one-on-one, and that's not fair. You got to compare the Bills' special team, returning special teams, the other 10 players on there.
Yeah.
The Bills' special teams were able to create probably better holes and more opportunities for Andre Roberts than the Houston Texans are.
100%.
I love Andre Roberts. I love McKenzie, but stop comparing the two, saying one's ranked 32nd, the other one's second. The team, the whole unit themselves are ranked that, not that one player. So stop. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, cut it out, guys.
Cut it out.
It's like a PFF stat.
Buffalo Spartan. He said, "Come hang out with some super fans." So it's Buffalo Spartan. Let us know where you're going to be at.
Yeah, hell yeah. If any of you guys are at the game, man, we'd love to meet up. I saw our boy Ryan Thomas was in the comments earlier, too, so big up to Thomas Takes.
What's up, Thomas Takes? Yeah, he's got something going on pregame and postgame, so it's pretty cool to watch. Man.
So, other than that, I think we get back to that QB pressure stuff that we really like to see in this game. Mills is, third string now? And obviously he's a late pick rookie QB, and I think this will be a learning moment for him, a learning 3-hour moment for him, and I'm very excited to go. It's actually my wife's first game; she's never been before, and it'll be the first time I get to go with these two knuckleheads and a couple of my other buddies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a big D-line showing. And more of the same from our offense, I'm really trying not to be too dismissive about this game and not be too general, but I just I don't see it being a problem, man. I know people have accused me of being in La La Land, but I'm telling you, I'm never gonna let that go. By the way, Eric.
No, I think you're gonna say it every show.
Here's the thing, Eric. Oh yeah. Here's the thing, Swank. People are already saying that this might be a trap game, and I've commented back saying it's too early for if there's a trap game. Sky, I know you don't believe in them, but if there's a trap game, it's not going to happen a week after everyone's hitting on full cylinder. You know what I mean?
The thing that everybody's worried about is that this game is not going to be given enough attention because they're going to be focused on the Chiefs the next week, right? And I don't think that McDermott's going to allow that to happen. I don't think the captains on this team are going to allow that to happen. I really think it's 1 week at a time. This is still an AFC opponent. They lost to an AFC opponent. They need this game. They need every game, but they need this game. It matters. You know what I mean? It comes down to tiebreakers. It comes down to home field, and yes, the Kansas City Chief game, it matters, and we'll talk about it for a long time next week, but, this is not something that I worry about, especially since the front office that we have and the coaching staff that we have just seems to be so dialed in on the routine that they're going to come, and I want them to put up another 35, 40 points on the Texans again.
Yep.
You get in that routine. That's normal, right?
I'm not seeing anything other than that happening.
No.
And I don't want to start getting cocky about it, but if we could see that the Bills' offense is clicking like they are, and they do what they did last year and just keep the momentum going, and like I mentioned earlier with Leslie Frazier and his changing his whole game plan from an attack defense to a prevent defense, I think he's getting in the flow too. Let's remember, guys, both these coordinators have been with these teams now for quite some time. So they know their players, they know the system, they know the scheme. So look for Frazier, whether it is bringing the pressure and creating pressure on a young quarterback in Davis Mills, or is he going to drop 7 back and have 4 rush and make Davis beat him with his arm? We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think last game we all went in thinking they're going to create pressure again, just like they did last week. But this is the lovely thing about Frazier is he's mixing it up. He didn't show anything last week, and he may just do the same thing this week. All we do is hope that they execute their game plan the way that they want to, and the game comes out as a blowout. I think it will be. I don't think there is any reason it shouldn't. But they are NFL players. They get paid a lot of money to play this sport. Anything can happen. That's why I don't believe in trap games, because I think anybody can win any given Sunday. But I'm expecting big things, a big win, and offense continuing with what they're doing, and I don't see the defense having a problem with that offense.
I agree.
I totally agree. I'm one of those where I'm thinking the same thing. I didn't really look much into the Houston game last week or the week before or week 1. I just got a feeling. Who's our guy that's on Good Morning Football? Bryant. What's the guy's name that loves the Bills?
Kyle Brandt.
Kyle Brandt.
So he said something that is going over and over and over again in my head. Now that Allen had the week that he had this past week and the defense is playing great, he says Buffalo Bills have a juggernaut. Good luck, NFL, trying to stop them. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's something that we want to run with because we're excited about both units and even our special teams with big boot, baby face bass. But I got a feeling this week's just going to be one of those weeks because Allen found himself last week. Our defense is playing great. We'll get to score prediction and bold predictions later. But, yeah, it's going to be – nothing worries me about this game. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just nothing does. Nothing worries me. All right, let's see what we got over here on the comments. We have a lot of big scores going on here.
I was just doing a little research on the toilet bowl game, and there's a couple to choose from. So I know in the rankings when we get to that later, old Jerry One Up you might want to do a couple toilet bowls, buddy, because I think you're a little far behind. Yeah.
Can I mention this? This is not Bills related, but it's Texans related. And I think for any fan that watches a game and pays attention to strategy and drafts and all that stuff, 24/7. Buff Fandemonium, we love doing drafts, as evident by our draft parties. Join us next year as that goes down. But this is what I don't get with the Texans. You got Deshaun Watson as your quarterback. That's a specific kind of quarterback, right? The guy can throw the hell out of the ball, but he uses his legs to make magic, right? You bring Tyrod Taylor in. Same kind of story, right?
Yeah. And
then in the draft this year, you go and get a 6'5", 6'4" quarterback that doesn't move very good. He just stands in the pocket and throws the ball. So what the hell do you think is going to happen when both your quarterbacks go out and the offense has been schematically planning around a mobile quarterback, and now you got someone sitting in the pocket?
I don't know.
I don't know why teams do that. Why they continually, like with the Bills, they got Davis Webb, big, tall-bodied quarterback that's just like Josh Allen, just in case, God forbid. Trubisky's a whole other story. But the problem is these teams go out there and they have this quarterback look and this quarterback style play, and then in the draft, like I just previously mentioned, you go and get a guy that's a totally different opposite of the scheme that you play on offense. It's just a problem. It's almost like the Texans are like, let's just get this guy, and then when the other guys start messing up, they already knew what was happening to just Deshaun Watson. I don't think they plan on him ever coming back.
No.
And maybe Tyrod Taylor was just a stronghold until they figured out what Davis Mills is all about. But teams can't keep doing that. You can't have totally different style quarterbacks in that quarterback room because it's just going to throw the offense off if somebody gets hurt.
Well, it works very rarely, right? So like you can look at like Baltimore and what they did. They went from a classic pocket passer like from Flacco right into Lamar Jackson, and they had to put in an immense amount of work to make that work, to play to his strengths, to build a huge line, to have a crazy running back room. Like it literally, they had to change everything about their team to fit that scheme, and they committed to it, and it worked. But that's lightning in a bottle, man. And you got a crazy athlete like Lamar Jackson, but you also have the fact that they got all these injuries this year now. Like after this is year 4, right, of the scheme that they're implementing. I would say that was a success. I could name a billion others where your pocket passer goes down and then you have a mobile quarterback in the back and it doesn't work. And it's I don't understand it either. I would think that that's why, like, in the beginning, even though I don't like Cam, like when all that conversation came up last year, it was like, if he didn't have the personality that he did, I'd be like, that'd be the perfect replacement. You know what I mean? For Josh Allen. Yep. Or not replacement, but like backup. And now I think with Mitch, like, yeah, they're not like totally similar in style, but that was like too good of an opportunity to pass up. You had to. You know what I mean? You got a starting caliber quarterback as your backup. Sure. Like, I don't care how he plays. It's fine. So,
but a little bit he did play.
He
did play well. I thought Mitch came in, even that run that he had, he looks comfortable. I'm kind of happy he's our backup. I think we said that in the preseason.
Oh, yeah.
That we're quite happy with Mitch.
And did my man Tommy Sweeney have 2 catches or what?
Yeah, buddy.
Man,
I'm all about that. Hell yeah, I love Tommy Sweeney.
Man,
I'm glad he's healthy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are we gonna do this? Score bold or what? Score bold X?
Yeah, we can do a score prediction, bold prediction, and X Factor. Willow came out and said hi to me again. She's right here. Willow, go on.
Well, don't let us disrupt your dog.
Yeah, guys, Fandemonium, talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah,
It's gonna take a while.
All right, okay.
I saw the
Let's start out right off the bat.
Earlier.
Let's do a score prediction and bold prediction for this game coming up. Swank, why don't you lead the way? Score prediction and a bold prediction. I'll make it bold. Or do you want me to go first? You want me to go first? I'll go first.
No, I'll go first. No, it's all
right.
right. It's all right. So my score prediction for this game is going to be 43-10, Buffalo Bills. Damn.
So weird ass scores, man.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
It's
You wait.
almost spot on to what I have.
Oh yeah.
We got
Weird.
44.
Weird.
$1.
All right, so let's just
$1. The price is right, Ben. What'd you say? I'll do $1,201. 43-10.
What's your bold there, brother?
Well, my bold there goes hand in hand with that there skur. I think that there is going to be not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 sacks this game. And I think one of those is a safety.
Oh.
I like it.
All right, so we have a 43-10 score with 6 sacks and a safety by Swank. Bold prediction, score prediction. Fandemonium, I know you've been throwing your scores out there, but give us a bold prediction as well. Scott, you're up.
Josh Cook, I'm with you. 35-10. 35-10, Buffalo. Mine isn't a prediction of the game. Mine was a prediction of Swank slurring his speech by the time we get to the field on Sunday.
That ain't happening.
Just kidding. I
now.
have Diggs scoring 2
Sure
touchdowns.
is. No.
Yeah, that's not too bold of a prediction, but both those touchdowns are for over 40 yards.
Ooh, deep bomb TDs.
Diggs, 2 touchdowns of over 40 yards. 35-10, Buffalo wins.
All right, Scott, 35-10 with Diggs having 2 touchdowns over 40 yards. Okay, for me, I have a score prediction of 42-7. Very close. Very close. And then,
Jerry one downer.
7 sacks.
7 sacks. No.
7 sacks and 2 safeties.
After this, we're going to read some of the bold predictions and scores that our Fandemonium's throwing out there. No, my bold prediction is Beasley is going to have the same type of game. 9 catches, 125 yards. He is going to be coming out with 2 touchdowns this week. That's what's crazy about week to week with these Bills with all this talent on the team, right? Ever since we started winning, right? 2 weeks ago, we had Moss scoring 2 touchdowns. Past week, we had Emmanuel Sanders. What's next? Who's next?
Who do you cover?
So I got Beasley, 9 for 125 with 2 TDs.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, guys, throw them out there. What do we got here?
Ellen Lart says 38-17.
Debbie saying 41-17. Buffalo Spartan, 4 sacks, 2 picks, with 1 being a pick 6. I'd love to see a pick 6. I wish
Joey Hatch.
Jordan got that one in the goddamn end zone. Ugh.
Houston, 3 interceptions, 5 sacks, and a fumble recovery. For Houston or for Buffalo, Joey? You got to clarify that. Have you been in the sauce?
Mike Vogt, 44-17. Bills. Allen throws for 375 and 4 passing TDs and 1 touchdown.
We got Josh Cook, 35-10, knocks 2 TDs and 100 yards.
Man, I am impressed by Knox. He's looking good. And that's just going to make those other wide receivers look better.
Joey Hatch is almost matching me. I had 42-7. He has 43-7. Love it.
Mike Vogt's got Beasley for fantasy, so he could go for those catches. It's probably a PPR league, huh, Mike?
Jeff Constoli, 2 pick 6s.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Our only I think we might have a concern with Brandon Cooks. The guy's putting up some good numbers: 23 catches, 322 passing yards. So he's averaging over 100 yards a game, and over 7 receptions a game. He's his main target. The guy has speed on top of speed. So we haven't seen anybody get on top of Hyde or Poyer at all yet this year. But if anybody's going to, I'm telling you, this Brandon Cooks he's fast. He's fast, and he can go up and get the ball. So I think he would be the only concern as far as the wide receiver core goes for them.
You think Trey's probably going to shadow him?
I don't know if Trey's going to shadow him or they're just going to play it too deep and don't allow that deep ball to go deep, with Poyer and Hyde. Kind of like go ahead.
We have a true, extreme, bold prediction by Brent Thomason. Mitch throws for 220 yards after third quarter.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like Marie Mofford. She's got 43-13, man. She's right there with me.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're gonna do go ahead.
Who was the 40 girl? Was it Lisa that wanted 40?
That was what?
She wanted 40 the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, last week, right?
Yeah. She's been pushing for 40.
She got it. She got it last week.
Excellent. All right. Our Buffalo Bills are hosting the Houston Texans this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Again, our favorite time to watch football.
And we're all going.
We're going to let everybody know where we're going to be at. I know it's just us 3 fools, but we're going to go to the game. We want to see some Fandemonium there. So let us know where you're going to be camping out. We'll probably put a post out where you're going to be this week, and we'll try to get out to you if you're going. All right, guys, you want to...
X Factor.
X Factor? Let's do the X Factor.
Jared, you came up with it a couple weeks ago, man.
Bro.
You can't lose it.
Come on, man.
I almost missed it.
Come on, dude. That's why I gave you the
Fandemonium.
X.
Fandemonium. Let's do an X Factor. What's the X Factor of the game? Swank. Who's your X Factor of the game?
My X Factor for this weekend at Highmark Stadium with the Buffalo Bills take on the Houston Texans. I'm saying that my X Factor is gonna be Mr. AJ Epinesa. I gotta do it again because I want him to get home and just wreak havoc. Like, he's gonna do it. It just, when is it gonna happen? Or like, when is he gonna get the marks, man? Like, so I want him to record a couple of them sacks. I mean, he's been playing really well. He's been graded really well. It's going to happen for him. And this week, man, I think this week it's a good warm-up game for that Chiefs game, right? And he can just start torching off on Mills over and over and over again.
I tell you what, when he starts getting home, it's gonna just happen at one after the next. I'm telling you.
It's gonna start to taste good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Give a little bit of taste. Scott, X Factor.
I alluded to it earlier. Brandon Cooks, I think, is there.
Alluded or eluded?
Eluded. I think whoever's our X Factor is either Levi Wallace or Trey White covering Brandon Cooks. That's our X Factor. If you could take that deep threat, that speedster out of the game, then good luck, Davis Mills. Good luck. Because the Epinestas and the Rustos of the world, and Starlet Tulliers and Butlers and Olivers and and Addisons and Hugheses and Zimmers of the world, they're going to be biting at your ankles. They're going to be coming heavy at you. So if your main wide receiver is taken care of by those guys, the X Factors, it'll be a fun game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's funny you mentioned all those defensive linemen in the ends because I don't know if you saw the stat of the percentage of plays each of those hit up on. You had your linebackers, your cornerbacks, and your safeties pretty much hitting 85 to 90% of the game. And then that defensive line, I think there was 9 defensive linemen. They ranged about 40 to 50%. So they're in and out. So you got 9 linemen on the defensive side coming in and out of the game half the game.
So right up.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. All right, so here's my X Factor. My X Factor is
AJ Epinesa.
Leslie Frazier.
Nice.
Which defense will we see this week? And I'm going to leave it at that.
Hey,
He's
he's
gonna
going
be
to bring the
X-Factor.
blitzes like he did 2 weeks ago, or is he going to sit back and let that 4-man create the pressure? It'll be fun to see what defense he brings.
Is anyone concerned with the offense? Our offense?
No. Nope. I would like to see them stack another solid performance. I don't even care if it's like as big of a day for Josh. I mean, I expect 300 plus again. I don't have any respect for the Texans secondary, or their defense really for that matter. So I mean, they're if not the worst team in the league, then they are the second worst team in the league, and I would say the Jets are the worst team in the league, right? So I don't know. I don't see it being a problem. I think the running game gets I think the running game eats. I think the passing game eats. I think it's gonna be great.
I think an interesting thing will be to see if Dable still calls like a game that's consistent. Like even if they're jumping all over these guys, passing the ball deep and getting these deep slants and these deep outs, and Josh Allen just showing off his arm strength. I think if you throw a couple honest runs in there, I think that's probably key. Just for future games, you know what I mean?
I get it. All right, here we go. Let's see what the Fandemonium's X Factors are going to be. Mike Vogt says Beasley. Yeah, that was my bold prediction, was Beasley for 125 and 2 TDs.
Joey
Debbie
Hatch
Emerton.
says, "Oh, sorry."
Debbie Emerton agrees with me. Frazier.
Joey Hatch says, "If not Rousseau, Zach Moss."
Buffalo Spartan says, meet him at the Zuba's bus across the Hammers lot.
That's the X Factor.
I'll be there.
All right, we'll get there.
I'm just telling you where we're going.
He also said Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is going to be Mike Vogt, our defense.
There you go. Man, it's going to be an exciting game to watch. It should be one of those things that we just are loud the whole game because we're excited to see the Bills go 3-1. The first quarter of the season has flown by. I mean, this is already the first 4 games, so I can't wait. I haven't been to a game in over a year, so I'm kind of ecstatic.
Yeah.
Guess to join the party.
Eater's
here.
What's up, Eater?
Hey, Eater.
Yeah, I haven't been to a game in a couple of years. The last one I went to was that Chicago Bears game where they blew out Buffalo, and it was horrible.
Yeah, it
So
was a bad game to watch.
it's a horrible game to go. Well, it was a really fun game to go to, but not a good game to watch.
Joey Hatch, the whole damn team's the X Factor. Ooh, yeah. Mike Vogt, football season helps my work week go by much faster. And, that's a perfect saying because obviously when the Bills win, it makes the week a little bit easier. But last year when COVID hit, when a lot of us relied on football to get through the week, that was huge when the Bills were winning. It was very beneficial to us.
Yeah.
Mentally, right?
If you guys know me, man, I don't listen to the radio. I don't do any of that stuff. If after a loss, I just can't. I can't deal with it. And yeah, it's been real nice these last couple weeks to just soak in everything. Not to be promoting other people's stuff, but one of my favorite Bills content creators, Joe Marino, he's come to this game too, and he was saying that it'd be cool to meet up with people and stuff. So maybe it'd be cool if we met up with him. You know what I mean? Shook a little hands, did a little Locked On Bills K-Gun collaboration handshake or something, or a chug.
I love how you guys did that whole handshake thing, because Dawson Knox and Josh Allen's little
The prom date?
Prom date. Classic. If you haven't seen it yet, look it up. After they scored the touchdown, they made reference to what movie is that? Is that Old School? No, that wasn't Old School.
No, they showed it. I don't know. They always do that, dude. Every year they have something different. It's so funny.
Prom.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, guys, let's get to our pick'ems. Swank, do you have the records up there?
I didn't do the records. I mean, they're in the ticker. They're in the ticker, but I didn't make a thing for them. So.
If you guys have been reading the ticker, you'll see that Swank and Scott are both tied at 10-3.
How in the heck does that happen?
You just got to be good.
I was running away with it like this, not to looking back, because I thought I was taking off with it, and here comes Swank.
So my 8-5 record isn't bad, but compared to you guys, it is bad.
No, it's
and
horrible.
I must throw some creds out to you, Swank. You went 5-0 this week, so congratulations. If you want any leeway or information about who to pick for games coming up, ask Swank.
Yeah, go to my website, vegas.betting/swing/winning/awesome.
No, ask Sarah. We all know Sarah made those picks for you, Swank.
Yeah,
so.
she did. I like their uniforms.
All right, before we get to the AFC East game, Swank, what's the toilet bowl game that we're going to have to think about?
Oh, well, I had a whole little shtick for this, but the funnest toilet bowl game to pick would be the Chiefs 1-2 at Eagles 1-2.
Oh man!
All right, let's do that.
No, man. I don't want to do it, but it's just funny that that's their score, their record. You know what I mean?
I could see the Eagles winning that game.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see the Chiefs get. Well, no, I want the Chiefs to win this week. Get that little false confidence back, and then. So we had a couple options. I was going to let you guys pick. So the one game was going to be the 0-3 Lions at the 1-2 Bears. It's a 1:00 game on Sunday, or the 1-2 football team against the 1-2 Falcons. And I think I'm going to leave it at those two. Yeah.
What's up, Christian? Welcome. MC.
What's up, Chris? Man, how you doing? So
I like Bears Lions.
Let's do the rival game, the Bears and Lions.
Bears Lions.
The Bears are Justin Fields is a guy there now, and the Bears fans have to bear down and kind of depend on their rookie quarterback. And the Lions.
And Jared Goff is just Goffle.
No, but the Lions lost to a 66-yard field goal by Justin Tucker.
Yeah, I know.
68.
6.
Oh, I thought it was 8. All right, I'm going with Lions right off the bat. So just so you guys know, Lions win that game.
I'm going Lions as well.
Fandemonium, Bears versus Lions. Who you got? That's the toilet bowl.
Man. Oof. Nah, I'm going to go Bears.
Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Going to take the lead on me, I think. He thinks.
Yeah, just
All right.
opportunities.
Because you could play you could be a character in the Wizard of Oz with your beard, Swank, as the lion.
My vote says Lions. John, the Bears.
After he got his courage move.
You ain't kidding.
Lions.
You ain't kidding, Lisa. I think Bass can make that 66-yarder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Rossi,
for sure.
Lions. All right, Josh Cook, the Bears. Next game.
Bears.
We're going to go to Swank. I'm going to have you pick first for the Titans are traveling to New Jersey to play in the Jets. Who you got for that one?
Listen, man, I figured it out just like the Jets figured it out. And this might shock the world, man, but I am going to pick the Titans because the Jets are horrible, and they should be, and they can be for the next 10 years.
Yeah, let's go Titans with me too. I'm going Titans.
All right, I have Titans as well.
Man,
all right.
The Jets are looking
Hey,
bad.
man, you're not going to pull ahead if you don't start picking against, man.
No, this is
picking
what you
that
got to
game.
do. I'm not going to switch my picks. I picked everything right now. or about 3 hours ago, so I don't have to. I'm not messing with the final stats here. Colts go to Florida to play on the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to lead first. I have Miami winning this game.
Ooh.
Swank.
Ooh, it's very tempting to pick Miami as well. Scott, who are you picking?
Home team.
Miami.
God damn it. Yeah, Colts.
Miami.
There you go. Okay. And I think this is a Thursday night game. I don't know why it is. It's the Patriots.
Why? It's the Patriots versus the Bucs, man.
Buccaneers. All right.
I know
let's
exactly
have,
why.
Swank, let's let you lead this one. Buccaneers are traveling to New England to play on the Patriots.
Well, since Tom Brady had to have that double amputee surgery, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers still and Tom Brady starting still. Yeah, 100% the Bucs, man. Tom Brady's going to chew him up, and he can't wait to. Like, that's the thing. He's just sitting at home, like, with Belichick's face on his fridge.
I'm just going off on a limb here. I'm jumping off the ship here. It's going to be one of those weird games that the Patriots pull off. It's going to be one of those things about maybe it is Belichick.
Yeah,
maybe it is.
You're right.
I'm going Patriots.
What, dude?
I think I'm going to catch up this week. I'm going with Buccaneers.
You're really doing that?
Mary Jane Lynch says the Titans are going to win. Debbie Emerton, Titans. Robert Badette, Titans.
Debbie Emerton says the fucking fish. Come on, Debbie, language.
Fish.
That is awesome.
Fish too.
That is awesome,
Miami
Debbie.
Colts. There you go. There you go. There you go. They're talking about. Let's do this next.
All right,
week.
an hour's up, guys. Thank you for coming to the 24/7.
I'm gonna make this a point next week that we talk about. I want to talk about Steve Tasker next week.
Yes.
Okay, because it's being brought up right now.
What about Steve Tasker?
The man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why. We have people arguing, Devin Hester should be in there before him. Devin Hester just returned kicks and punt returns. Let's watch some Steve Tasker film. The guy evolutionized the whole
jumping in the end zone,
position.
throwing the ball back, breaking
blocking
people in
kicks.
half.
Blocking kicks.
Not for
breaking people in
nothing.
half.
Like, I thought that there was like some breaking news about Steve Tasker or something.
No, it's just every year. This time of year, he gets,
it's all the time. Yeah. And yeah, he should be in there. And they're gonna screw it up and not pick him before he like passes away or something. You know what I mean? It'll be like in 30 or 40 years or whatever. And like,
well, he keeps smoking them cigars, doing a Bill's hype videos.
He's a badass, man. He's totally
but
badass.
If he keeps doing those cigars and those videos, he's gonna get more recognition because people are gonna see him and realize how much of a Buffalonian he is. And they're going to be like, this guy, let's watch him film. They're going to keep watching and watching and watching. Be like, we have to give it to him.
Dude, they're saying this year's class isn't that great. Like, the class that's eligible to come in. Like, I heard them, I think on Howard and Jeremy or something, they were talking about the list of guys. And there was, like, one guy on the list that you're like, yeah, he's probably a first-year ballot guy.
So it's time to catch up, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I would love that. The thing is, like, he doesn't even make, like, the cuts a lot. Like, he gets past the first round once every, like, 5 or 10 years, or whatever. But he absolutely deserves it. And, you cannot put Devin Hester in. I know we're going to talk about it next week, but you can't put Devin Hester in before you put him in. That's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. We giving away some tickets?
Guys. What do you mean? We're done. Let's talk about. We'll see everybody next week, Tuesday. And,
see you guys.
All right. This is probably the biggest thing. This is the biggest night we had. 30 people right now.
We're at 30, man. Plus, we got a couple over on the YouTubes. So
before the views. All right, Swank, if they're leaving comments, get their names so we can spin the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for the red shirt for them.
For tomorrow. We'll announce the shirt tomorrow, but tonight we're announcing those 3 tickets.
I got it, dude. Don't give me chores while we're doing the live stream, man. I got it. It's right here.
What's up, Riley Thomason? This is a new name. Is this part of the Thomason group?
I hope so.
There you go. What's up, Riley? Guys, we're about to spin this Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny to find out who's going to go to not with us, but we got to arrange it. We got to arrange a little meetup. 3 tickets to the Bills Texans. We're giving away courtesy of our friend Jake Cornball. Donated these tickets. This is freaking awesome. We appreciate it, man. And we can't wait to give some fan out there the opportunity to go to this game.
Now, here's another thing, Scott. I know you had it transferred to you via Ticketmaster, right? So if we can, whoever the winner is, we'll obviously contact you right away. We'd like to transfer the tickets over to you. You're going to have to get the app for Ticketmaster. That'd be the easiest way.
Yeah, what I do is I just email it to your email via Ticketmaster, and then we'll transfer it, and then you'll have it on your Ticketmaster, and then you'll have the scannable code for that. So that makes it easy.
That's the easiest way. All right. Also,
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know there was a lot of cool stories I saw out there when people leaving comments and tagging people. We have to keep it fair. This is for everybody, but I wish we can give tickets to everybody to go to the game, but
You're all winners in our eyes.
yeah, you're all winners. All right. So
What's up, Ryan Hickman, partner at Buffalo Autographs, www.
there he is.
What up, Mr. Hickman?
Hey Ryan, we're about to spin the wheel of Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for the tickets.
Now we have a D. Thomason. Jesus.
We got
Look at Thomason's
dude, I'm telling you, Thomason's take over. You know what happened while we were doing the show? Like 3 people in the chat married Thomasons, and now they're all Thomasons. So it's like just turning into this.
They got like a
huge
wedding
thing.
every Sunday, right?
All right.
Do you know how many names we had, man? Because this is a pretty packed wheel.
50 something, well over 50.
Wow, sweet.
All right, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. You ready for
All
it?
right.
Thanks a lot, and let's go beat up on them Texans. Come join us.
For the 3 tickets, the winner's going to get all 3 tickets. We're doing this one time. The winner's going to get all 3 tickets. For the winner of the Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Texans game this Sunday at 1 o'clock is going to be 3, 2, 1.
Spin that wheel. Pew, pew, pew.
It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Oh, Shelby Jessen Nielsen. Shelby Jessen Nielsen won. Congratulations. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Congratulations.
That is sweet. Shelby, we will find you. Obviously, you tag people in the comments, so what we'll do is we'll go back through and find your name, and we'll let you know that you're the winner. Please respond as soon as you can so we can get all the information to you. Also, let us know what you plan on doing for the game. Maybe we can meet up with you guys and get a picture with you.
Or we could catch
How
a
awesome is
rider.
Or we can give us a ride home. Or
You going to the Rochester area? Congratulations, guys, and thank you for participating. That was kind of a fun thing to do, to get you guys to tag people to this awesome group that we belong to, and the awesome fans that we're clearly seeing right now on this live stream, talking like crazy, sharing like crazy. We love it. We love seeing this every week.
Jacob Cornball is in the feed here right now. So,
What's up, Jake?
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right.
Let us know when you have tickets to the playoff game. All right, guys. All right. Well, this
great
brings season 2, episode 30 to an end. We'd like to close out with a little bit of final thoughts by everybody. I just want to thank everybody for participating tonight. Congratulations, Shelby. Again, get a hold of us and we'll get you the tickets. Scooter, lead us out. What's the final thought?
Let's remember, anybody that made a comment tonight is actually going to be on the Fandemonium Wheel of Destiny for tomorrow's spin. You're going to win the nice little red 24/7 Buff Fandemonium shirt. Final thoughts. Man, I'm going to a football game this week. I'm going to a Bills football game this week. Haven't done it in over a year. I'm so excited. We're serious when we tell you guys to let us know where you're going to be, because we want to reach out to you guys and come say hi and have a drink and give you a high five and maybe throw the weasel toss around or catch a football or something. We want to connect with you guys. That's why we do this, and this would be a perfect opportunity to actually put faces to the voices or the text or the writing. So I'm excited for multifaceted of things for this game, and mostly, obviously, it's the Bills to beat the Texans, but it's also to meet you guys. So I'm excited. Go Bills! We're 2-1. Go Bills!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Well said. Hell yeah! Well said. I'm excited to win 3 games at Cornhole, but then have Jerry win 4. I'm excited for me to chug 4 beers and then to have Jarrod chug 5. No, I'm really pumped to go to the game, man. And that's something that now that you saying that, like, it sparked this thing where I was like, what are you looking the most forward to this weekend? Because I haven't been to a game in a couple of years. I've been to a lot of games, and I can't get over like how crazy it is, like getting around and getting up there, and then you finally get set up, you have that first beer, you're hanging out, you're making food, tossing the ball, walking around, doing whatever, make your way into the stadium, and then, man, them coming onto the field, dude, that is the moment where it's like, oh yeah, like I remember this feeling, and it's not like anything else. And I'm not trying to discount any, like I'm not talking about like your kid being born or getting married or whatever, but I'm saying when 70,000 people are all sitting there screaming their heart out because there's this one common thing happening, and all these dudes that just for whatever stupid reason make you so happy to watch them play, you get to be there and witness that. It is like completely just this insane feeling where you're like, holy shit, like I'm home, like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of feel like you're part of something. It's crazy. So I'm very much looking forward to that and to sharing that with my wife for the first time, because I think it'll be
huge, man.
super
That's
fun.
huge.
And yeah, man, looking forward to a great game. Awesome show. I love you guys so much, and I love everybody out there in the comments so much. And if you want to, you can do it every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook Live or YouTube Live for 24/7 Buff Fandemonium's The K-Gun Report. We're also all caught up. We're on Anchor, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify. So if you like the audio, come hang out. It's a great time.
Did you chew that one back in and swallow it?
Yep.
Good catch.
I almost started talking and I'm muted. You guys said it perfectly. We're going to the first game that we've been allowed to go to. Remember to bring your cards if you're going, or whatever you have to do to show. I'm most looking forward to is getting out, getting that fresh air and the fall air, smelling it, and that atmosphere. That's the reason why I go to the games. I love Sunday 1 o'clock games, watching it on my TV, but there's nothing like sitting there outside the stadium and feeling the energy of all the positivity, especially when the Bills win, when they're winning. So that's what I'm looking most forward to, and walking around and meeting everybody. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Swank, I'm excited for you and your wife there. The first time you guys been to a game together, that's freaking sweet.
Yeah, man.
That's freaking
But
sweet.
no, Jarrod, I feel you too, man. Just like when you get that ride up, you're anticipating. You're talking about the Bills. We're catching up as friends and all that. But when you park in the parking lot and you open the door and you feel that cold, crisp air,
It's like
it's like that beer opening. You know? No, I feel you. Everything about it is just exciting, and man.
our
I'm
partner
pumped.
Ryan Hickman from Buffalo Autographs Facebook page and www.buffaloautographs.com just said go check out Buffalo Autographs on Instagram. He's on Instagram now, guys.
Dude, I'm totes gonna follow for the reels. I can't wait.
So those for the reals. Those for the reals. All right. So again, we'll let everybody know what we're doing for Sunday's game. We hope to meet up with a lot of the Fandemonium and just celebrate and then get into the game, cheer on your Buffalo Bills, be loud, and hopefully we come out of this week 3-1, and just be safe. All right. And we'll see everybody next week, Tuesday, for episode 31 of the K-Gun Report, and we'll talk about this 3-1 record, hopefully.
Congratulations, Shelby, Jess, and Nielsen on winning those tickets. We'll get a hold of you.
We'll get a hold of you. All right, guys. Until then, I'll see you guys Sunday. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go